Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the third session of listening to. First of all, I would like to say sorry because my voice is not really clear because I got flu since last week actually. But then this week my voice is still like this, so I hope that my voice is clear enough in this video. Okay, so before explaining about the materials in this third week, I would like to make a highlight about what we have learned last week in this unit. So last week we have learned about like and dislike. So basically like and dislike is expressing that someone is not comfortable with something. Nah, it is different if someone hates something. Nah, jadi levelnya adalah hate dulu, kemudian di bawahnya baru dislike. Nah, kemudian ada don't like juga. Ternyata dislike and don't like have like slight differences. Ternyata ada perbedaan yang agak tipis karena ternyata dislike showing that we really are not not comfortable with something, not favor in something. But then if we don't like something, we just have like usual feeling. I mean like it's just a so feeling. There is no like or dislike, so it's more like neutral condition of our preference. Nah, ketika kita love atau like, kemudian ada like, kemudian ada love ya. Kalau love, we really like it. We really love that thing. Itu tingkatannya adalah love. Kemudian di bawahnya ada like. Like it means that we just like it. We don't really love it, but we just like it. Nah, jadi kalau diurutkan dari atas, yaitu ada love, kemudian like, kemudian don't like, kemudian ada dislike, kemudian ada hate. Nah, itu adalah the degree of the expression that we can use when we expressing whether we like something or don't like something. Nah, sorry, let me check my was that headset first. Yeah. Nah, itu ya, a bit of review or highlight about last week discussion. Kemudian, I also would like to explain about rule of conduct. This is a new rule that is published by UT. So, yes, basically there are so many rules here that the file has been posted in pendahuluan session. So, please check the file and then read all the points about the new rules in UT. Nah, basically, I would like to highlight one important point which is related to our learning process, that is the use of AI. So it is mentioned in the third point that using AI as a learning tool is allowed to help understand concepts, brainstorm ideas, and refine your responses. Jadi boleh untuk membantu kita memahami konsep, and then brainstorming ideas juga boleh, and refine your responses. Jadi untuk memberi kita general overview about the things that we are going to learn. Yang tidak boleh adalah copy and paste the answer from AI to discussion forum atau to the assignment. Nah, itu yang nggak boleh ya, hanya copy dan paste. Instead, you must verify the information. You have to read the information in the original source. Misalkan, it is mentioned in AI kalau teori A, misalkan teori A, B, C ya gitu ya. Misalkan teori A is that is elaborated by Darsinah 2014 misalkan. So you have to look for Darsinah's book atau Darsinah's journal. Nah, if you can find it, please read it. Nah, itu yang dimaksud dengan verifying information adalah reading the original source of the information that is given by AI. Jadi di AI nanti ada banyak informasi, and you look for the original source, and then you get the ideas, and then you can retell the ideas by using your own words. Nah, itu the rule from UT. Kemudian, if you refer to AI generated content, if you really feel like you have to recite the answer from AI, silahkan cite it properly by mentioning the tool and the date of access and include the prompt or instruction that you use and the response given by AI. Nah, jadi kalau misalkan you don't have the idea of the original source, misalkan you need to mention prompt apa yang Anda masukkan di AI. Nah, silahkan disebutkan dulu promptnya apa yang dimasukkan ke dalam AI, kemudian jawabannya apa, kemudian di dalam bracket ditulis OpenAI 2025. Nah, seperti itu ya. Jadi saya harus tahu juga promptnya apa yang dimasukkan. Jadi jawabannya seperti ini dari AI. Nah, itu the basic rule. The thing that I want to highlight from the rule of conduct that is newly published by OT. So please download the file by yourself, kemudian read all the points, and yes, then implement all the points in our unit. Kemudian also yes, let's go on to the topic of this week. So it's about clarifying. So, in a situation or event like lecturing, some students may understand what a lecturer explains and some may not. Yeah. So they need to ask for clarifications. So others may agree or disagree what the lecturer explains when some give their opinions. And some may interrupt to ask questions or to give their opinions. Nah, bisa juga. Nah, clarifying ini fungsinya ada banyak sekali. Yang pertama bisa juga untuk meminta klarifikasi ketika kita tidak mengerti apa yang dikatakan oleh seseorang. So we need to do clarification. Dan terus some